rocked a little bit, feeling the distribution of your weight in your feet changing around from the balls of the feet to the heels, maybe even shifting from right foot to left. Shake out your head, let go. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth nice and wide, exhale. Do that again, deep breath in. And a long breath out. And then go ahead and seal your lips as you cultivate your Ujjayi breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, using that slight constriction at the back of your throat. We'll go ahead, release the hands down, come on down. Find yourself in a child's pose, toes together, knees spread apart, forehead resting softly on your mat. Now outstretch your arms. Press into the pads of the fingers, tempt the hands, and use the pressing of your fingers into your mat to send your sits bones back towards your heel. Feel how that stretches down the back, creating a little more length and space. And then walk your hands over to the right, walking them even off the mat if you can. Perhaps you can get that left hand on top of the right hand, really creating some room here to stretch through the left side. So we'll send our breath into the left side lunge. Press the hips over towards the left, even feeling maybe a deeper stretch between the ribs and the intercostal muscles. And then slowly walk your hands through center. Find your way over towards the left. Maybe walking that right hand on top of the left hand and then pressing that right hip over towards the right as you extend the arms over towards the left. Sending your breath into that right side. Slowly release, walking hands back to center. Take another long inhale. Use your exhale to press on up. Tabletop position, stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, spreading fingers apart. Take a big breath in, fill your belly up with air. Now draw your collarbones through your arms. Tilt your head up. Take a deep breath in again. Exhale, round out, empty. Tilt your head down, tailbone down. Push the floor away from you. Draw the navel in and up. Inhale, fill up, fill up, fill up. Coming into cow pose. Exhaling, emptying into your cat. Inhale again as you fill up, maybe starting to take some circles. Exhaling as you come back, inhaling as you move forward. And then when you've completed a few circles in one direction, you're going to go ahead and complete those circles in the opposite direction. So now just bumping those hips up, really adding a little stretching, flowing movement to your breath. Find your way back to neutral tabletop. Come on down onto your forearms. So take your hands to your biceps. That's going to give you a good spacing for where the distance of your two arms should be. Your elbows are under your shoulders. Spread your fingers apart. Step right foot back. Step left foot back. You're in a low plank, or what we call dolphin plank in yoga. Crown of the head forward. Heels pressing back, belly pulling in and up. Now squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thighs. Take another big inhale. We'll slowly drop the hips down, flip to the tops of your feet, and draw your collarbones forward. So now you're coming into this Sphinx pose. Take another inhale in. As you exhale, curl to the balls of your feet. Press back on up into your dolphin plank. Let's do that again. Lower on down, flip to the tops of the feet. Inhale, come crawling to balls of toes, lifting up. One more time. Inhale, lower on down. Exhale, curl, press on up. Stay here now and begin to tiptoe your feet forward, coming into your dolphin pose. So this is like a down dog on your forearms. Your shoulders are in front of or over your elbows. You're going to press your chest back towards your thighs, just like in down dog. Maybe you can pedal those feet a little bit. It's a little harder to get those heels towards the ground from this pose. There's a lot of lift in here, so press the forearms into the mat and lift up. Take another big breath in. As you exhale, let's go ahead and press right hand, left hand, downward facing dog. So you might need to take a little adjustment, separating the arms a little bit. Press the chest back towards the thighs. Take another big breath in from here. We'll lift our right leg up behind us. Draw the knee in towards your nose. Step your foot through. Drop your knee down. Flip to the top of your foot, and let's just find that low crescent lunge. Hands behind our head, opening up the chest. Just breathing. And then releasing your hands on down. Curling to the ball of your back foot, stepping that foot back, finding your plank pose. Let's lower all the way down onto our belly this time. You can drop the knees if you'd like. Flip to the tops of your feet. This time we're coming into baby cobra. So press into the toenails. Press into your palms as you just lift the head and the chest off the mat. Now press the pelvis into the mat. Try and keep the tops of your feet ground down, the palms ground out. So the strength is coming from that upper back, middle back, lower back, and then lower on down. Do that again. Inhale, lift on up. Stay here. Now use your exhale to come back to tabletop. Curl to the balls of your feet. Press up, down dog. Big breath in and a long breath out. We lift the left leg up behind us. Draw the knee to the nose. Step it through. Drop the right knee down. We're in that low crescent lunge. Again, arms just reach up for a moment. This time I'd like you to interlace your hands behind your low back. We're going to find a nice chest opener, shoulder stretch. So try and press the heels of the palms together. Press the hip forward. Take another full inhale. Exhale, release, frame your foot. We're going to step back one more time into plank pose. So check out your form. Your shoulders are over your wrists. The crown of the head's forward. Maybe slide back and forth on the balls of the feet a little bit. Shift forward. Pull that belly in and up. With knees up or down this time, we'll lower halfway down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Hug the elbows in by your sides. Now inhale, scoop your chest through, finding upward facing dog or cobra. Thighs off the mat. Knees and shins off the mat for up dog. Take another full inhale. Exhale, roll over your toes. Find your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Take your right leg, lift it up behind you. Go ahead and step it through for warrior number one. So we're going to rise on up. I'm going to slip this shirt off for a minute. Warrior number one. So feet are on railroad tracks. Back toe pointed up towards the left corner. Right knee over right ankle. Arms are reaching up. We're going to draw the left hip forward some. Open up our chest. Scissor inner thighs towards the midline of the mat. Bring your palms together. And now interlace your hands behind your low back. Just like we did in that warm-up, you'll squeeze the heels of your palms together. Lift your chest up. As you exhale, fold forward, coming into humble warrior. We bow, we let the crown of the head dip down towards the earth. Right shoulder comes to either the inside of the thigh or on top, and you punch those fists up. Take another deep inhale here. Release your hands to the inside of your right foot. Drop your left knee down. Wiggle your right foot over. So we're going to stay either up here in your lizard pose, or if you feel okay lowering down, you could use a block or come all the way down onto your mat. So we bring those forearms down, and we just stay here for a few moments, breathing into that right hip. Just finding that space, breathing there. Take one more deep breath in. Use your exhale to come on up. Curl to the ball of your back foot. Big breath in. As you exhale, you're going to step that left foot next to the left pinky, coming into Malasana squat. So I'm going to face forward so you see Malasana squat. Right, my feet are apart. My heels are down. I might even wiggle my toes. Now my elbows press my thighs a little bit. Hands to heart center. You have that option to slide a little block underneath if you'd like to sit on something. Really help to get your chest up tall. Maybe take a little pressure off of the knees. If you can't get down that low, maybe you're up here. That's okay, right? We're working into that squat. Take one more deep breath in. From there, I'd like you to plant your hands on down. Go ahead, step your feet back, and you can either take your chaturanga or just press back to down dog. So if we're chaturangaing, we're going up dog, and then we're coming back to down dog. Go ahead, lift the left leg up behind you. Draw the knee into your nose, step your foot through, find warrior one. Again, we come back onto those railroad tracks. Back toes to the right corner. Draw the right hip forward, reach the arms up. Scissor the inner thighs, so you're scissoring your inner thighs towards that center line of your mat. And then we'll go ahead and release, taking the bind behind our back. So this time, just find the opposite bind, and you know that you've got it because it feels awkward. Opposite pinky on top. Open up the chest, lift up. As you exhale, start to fold forward. So fold, fold, fold. Left shoulder might come to the inside or just rest softly on the left thigh. Release the crown of the head down. So we're really getting into the hips in this one. Bunch those fists up. Focus on that good deep breathing. And then we release our hands on down to the inside of the left foot. Go ahead, drop the right knee down, wiggle the left foot over to the outside edge, and then make your way on down. Coming into lizard pose, you use the blocks or you drop the forearms on the mat. We're just going to get into this left hip a little bit. So you might want to rest the forehead on a block. I love using props and blocks. They help bring the earth a little bit closer. Into these deeper poses. So we'll take one more big breath in, and then we'll begin to come back on up onto our hands. Curl to the ball of that back foot. Let's take a big breath in. Exhale, step it through, Malasana squat. So take a few moments here. Hands at heart center. Maybe close your eyes. Maybe dip the forehead towards the fingertips. Really giving those hips a little space to open up. Release your hands on down. Step on back. Find your downward facing dog. Now when we get here, we take a big breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, rise up, bend your knees, step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, long flop back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bring your arms together overhead. Pause you can use your exhale to straighten your leg and fold forward. Do that again. Inhale, come down, bend, bend, bend. Feel that stretch. Exhale, straighten the leg, fold forward. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, come down, bend the leg, getting into that hip. And then exhale, come on up. But let's slowly begin to bring the hands back on up. Coming back to standing and releasing the leg, a little shake. So we'll take it to the other side now. Left leg will cross over. The one's wanting to knock me over here. Hands at heart center. Let's go ahead and begin to fold forward again. Folding forward, bending that standing leg, bringing the elbows to the instep and knee, holding here, really getting into that left hip now, and then maybe releasing the hands down. Bend that knee a little more, get a little deeper into your hip stretch. And then as you exhale, straighten that leg. Let the forehead come towards your shin. Inhale, bend, 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 bend. Exhale, straighten up. Relax your head one more time. Inhale as you bend. Exhale as you straighten. Begin to bend the leg a little bit and start to roll on up. Wobbling. Hands to heart center. Release the legs. Good. Release your arms. Shake it out. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Let's swan dive down. Inhale to lift. Exhale. Go ahead. Plant your hands. Take your vinyasa. Rolling all the way up. Exhaling down dog. Let's go ahead and walk on down onto our knees. Fling our feet around in front of us. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together. So we come into this seated angel pose. Maybe walk in inner thighs, knees out, lift your chest up. Begin to lean forward with your chest. Come forward a little more. And then find your spot and just hold it there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly coming on out of this. We'll go ahead and extend the legs on out. Shake them out. Take your right leg, cross it over your left leg. Take your right hand behind you, left hand comes up. Let's take a little seated twist. Forearm pressing into the outside of that thigh. Come back to center. Release it, same thing. Left leg comes around, hand down. Reach that arm up. Come on and twist right around. Let's roll it all the way down nice and slowly onto our backs. Separate your arms apart. Separate legs apart. Find your Shavasana. And then just stay in your Shavasana, letting your breath return to its natural rhythm. Allowing your body to release.